The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of the PFC Entertainment Network or any of the affiliates that make this show possible.
This is the Pure Fury Creations Entertainment Network.
On tonight's episode, we give an update to the NBA playoffs as the Pistons look for answers. Also, the week in review for the Detroit Tigers. And we will also be looking at the updated brackets for the NHL playoffs. All that and more as the Sports Reel podcast begins right now.
If it's in the headlines, on the first page or the last, it's fair game here on the Sports Reel podcast.
And we welcome you to the real reason why Tuesdays were invented. You are watching the Sports Reel podcast live on the PFC Entertainment Network. Along with Eric Mendal, I am Jason Clouse. We certainly appreciate you tuning in. Mr. Sheridan will be with us later on in the program, but Eric, we have a loaded lineup here this week because the boys from Boys with the Heat are joining us on this week's episode, and there's no telling what kind of trouble we're going to get into before we bring them in. Eric, how are you, man?
Not bad, man. It's starting to warm up, and sitting in the chair I should be sitting in because I'm the star of the show. Just wanted to put that out there, Tim. But other than that, can't complain. How are you, Jason?
If I was any better, I would be asking questions because it just wouldn't be right. But be that as it may, things are good, staying busy, and look, we have a very exciting show here this week. Like I said, and those who are watching us live across Facebook, YouTube, or Riverside.fm, you can see on screen we have the most guests that we've ever had on the program. So it's going to get a little crazy, a little chaotic, but we're going to be having a lot of fun here. Boys with the Heat, thank you for being a part of the show this week. We will begin with the NBA playoffs because before we came on the air here, we started talking a little bit about it, and already I'm like, oh man, this is going to be fire right out of the gate. Before we start talking about all that, let's go around the horn and have the guys introduce themselves. Welcome, Boys with the Heat, to the PFC Network.
Thank you. Greatly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. My name's Charles. I'm just happy to be alive.
Woke up on the right side of the ground this morning, so everything else is cream cheese, all right?
I'm just happy to be here too. It's been a pretty crazy schedule, but yeah, that's good to be here.
Reference, this is a guy who is a diehard Packer fan, and every single NFL game last year, it was Green Bay by 50, and that is why there's a cheese hat above my head that says Green Bay by 50, because that is Charles right there. And I am that guy, always the person saying really, really random, stupid things. And everybody either throws me under the bus or gets along with it, so it's fine.
Hi, my name is PR. I am the sensible one out of the bunch. Because these two knuckleheads just be going off the rails 98% of the time.
I don't know. You're a Bears fan, so yeah, that's it.
Listen, that's neither here nor there.
That's it. You're a Bears fan in Texas, so just make it make sense.
Listen, I can't, okay? I just go here.
But thank you again for having us. We greatly appreciate
you guys.
Yeah. Oh, we're happy to have you on. I can't wait to see what happens.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a good episode. Look, we had a format already kind of set up here, ran it down, and the more I think about it, Eric, I think we will start with the NHL because I'm sure Tim is going to have an opinion on the NBA playoffs, specifically with the Pistons.
100%.
And what's going on there. He doesn't really follow hockey all that much. So let's go ahead and start this week looking at the Stanley Cup playoffs. Listen, as I pull the graphic up, there really are no surprises other than the Carolina Hurricanes have already stamped their ticket to the conference finals. And I said, Carolina
Eastern Conference Finals. I'll help you out there.
And I said, on that side of the bracket, this is Carolina's. And they made a definitive statement sweeping the Flyers. And now they await the winner of Montreal and Buffalo. On the other side, the Avalanche are one win away from going to the Western Conference Finals. And then the Las Vegas and Anaheim are tied at 2 games apiece. I've been trying to watch as much of this as I can here, and I don't know how much you've been able to watch, Eric, but as we break all this down right now, and we're starting to see the pieces fall into place, like the Final Four, what's your takeaway on all this?
With what I've caught, it's going to be a Carolina Avalanche Stanley Cup. Those two teams are just playing they're playing a different game right now. Carolina winning in overtime against the Phillies, sweeping them. I think the Stanley Cup champ is going to be Carolina. They're just on a different level this year. It shows.
So what you're saying is Canada's drought continues 33 years.
Yeah, because they don't have a pope. I'll say that. I'll say that.
They don't have a pope.
I'll fill it in. They don't have a pope.
Blame Canada.
No, yeah, that drought continues. They're not going to beat Buffalo, I don't think. And even if they do, you're going to go through. You're going to try to go through Carolina. That's not happening, man. They just swept
Carolina.
The Flyers.
Carolina feels like that storm that's been on the horizon the last few years, and they've had a handful of just unfortunate instances occur as the playoff this year. It's like, hey, we were supposed to be here a long time ago. And they're playing great hockey. They're playing great hockey.
Yeah, they got all the momentum right now. I'm just worried with them already being, advanced, they're going to rest and all that. Is that going to get them out of their momentum, out of their mojo? But it depends on who wins that.
You wait 8 days to play.
If it was like 1 or 2 players playing hot hockey, maybe. But this team swarms to the puck.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter where it is on what side of the rink we're talking about.
No.
I feel like when you're playing that type of hockey, that's more team than it is individual, and each player feeds off of each other. I think Carolina's going to be just fine.
100%, probably, and all that. And they're just well coached. They're well diverse. They got great lines, and their goalie's hot right now.
Yeah.
So you're a young goalie.
Kid.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, if you got a hot goalie right now going into the Eastern Conference Finals, and he stays hot, that's going to win you the series right there alone. But they're just, like you said, playing great hockey.
And defensively, they are swarming the puck in their zone. Very rarely do you see a one-on-one, and they're keeping their net clean too, which is fantastic for the goalie who's actually able to see the puck coming, which is something a lot of the other teams right now seem to be having an issue with outside of the Avalanche. Who I didn't think was going to lose a game either.
Dude, that first game of the Minnesota Avalanche series,
Dude, that was
that
nuts.
not something crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were down by 2 goals and ended up winning what 9-5.
I think 9-3 or something. Yeah, 9-5. I think it was something ridiculous.
And then it's like, oh, that was definitely our goalie's fault. And the next game, they're like
Yeah,
down
then they
3
gave up
nothing.
6. Yeah, it's the Avalanche are just playing. They're the best team in the West right now, and I think they're going to advance. And
Which, as a Detroit Red Wings fan,
I hate saying it. I hate saying
yeah,
it.
this
hurts
effing
seeing it
kills
happen.
me. Like I closed my eyes and I remember the I could still see Patrick Waugh, Chris Osgood going at it, right? Like this, like I cannot understand how Colorado is doing what they're doing, and we continue. I digress. I
worse to
said the
see
Detroit.
Stevie
I
Wyatt
predicted
go
the
home and
Detroit
not
Red
miss
Wings
that
were going to
thing.
win the Stanley Cup in 2029.
Okay.
So I predicted that a couple years ago.
Okay. I hope you're right. 'Cause we need to bring one back. We need to bring
Yes,
it back.
we do. Yes, we do. And Stevie, I trust. I've got nothing else.
And that's all we got right now, unfortunately, with him. That's all we got. So we'll
Steve-
see what happens he does in the offseason. But the Griffins are playing good in their
Griffins have been
playoff
playing
bracket right
really
now.
good.
So
Yeah.
what?
Yep.
We got our farm system's working. You just need to get them up, to the NHL and see how they do.
I really like our coach.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it out loud, but watching this collapse over the last few years, I'm wondering if the Little Caesars Arena has something to do with it.
The curse since they got rid of the Joe.
And since we got rid of the Joe, it just nothing's felt right.
The Joe, the Palace, they're all gone.
I know. They're literally the stadiums we grew up on. The iconic stadiums are gone. It's
Tiger
ridiculous.
Stadium's gone.
Yep. I never seen that one. I'm a little too young for that one, but I seen the other ones.
So I got one game there as a little kid. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason's probably was there many games because he's old as dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's fine.
Jesus Christ.
Not old. Yeah.
Jason, your opinion on the playoffs, NHL. What have you watched and what have you seen? What's going on?
I have watched. I've been able to see a couple. The Anaheim game. I got to see one of the Anaheim games this last week, and like I really want to root for Anaheim to advance to the conference finals. Vegas is a very good team,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the fact that the Ducks have been able to stay with them at this point gives me a little bit of hope because I don't know what it is about Vegas that annoys me. That team just fundamentally fucking annoys me. I don't know why.
Their opening ceremony is pretty cool, though.
It is.
Right. From a presentation wise, sure. I get it. I don't know, man.
Still don't mean crap.
The whole Vegas thing just I don't like it. Across the board, especially
Is it because they came into the league and they just started dominating right away because they had the expansion draft and they drafted and they're in the hunt for the Stanley Cup first year and they have not gone anywhere.
They have not gone anywhere. It's like the Wings of the 90s.
Yeah.
that's probably part of it. The other part of it is the fact that it's Las Vegas. They've taken the Raiders.
Fair.
They've taken the Athletics, completely fucked over the city of Oakland.
That's fair.
And look, I get it. It's a money thing. You got to go where the money is. I get all that. But I don't know, man. Even just being in Vegas last year for that weekend that I was out there, I'm like, what's the hype? Or either I'm not seeing it or I'm just not the demo. I don't know. But it translates to the sports teams, especially the fucking Knights.
It's money. Like you said, it's money.
It is. I get that. It sucks that they're that good. But if you're a fan of the team, well, more power to you. But I'm pulling for the Ducks. Now, with that being said, it is going to be Colorado. Colorado is going to the Stanley Cup finals this year, and it will be with Carolina. And it's going to be, in my view, a damn good series. Unless something monumental happens that alters that, I just don't see it this year. Once we get past this round, man, there are no more upsets. Whoever is there deserves it. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, definitively. And shout out Bad Napoleon. I know he's really feeling it. Flyers getting wrecked by the Carolina.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah.
Sucks for you.
Yeah.
First off, the Anaheim needs to go back to the Mighty Ducks. They need to go back to the Mighty Ducks. Dude, that was so much better in the 90s. Go back to that because your logo sucks and the colors suck. Go back to the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
Like okay, I don't watch hockey like that. However, I know that jersey is iconic, not just because of the movie, but just seeing it in going from a movie to making it to a professional sport out of it. Like, why would you change something as iconic and nostalgia as that to whatever the hell it is that you want to call what it is now?
Because it's
just
California.
Anaheim Ducks, and it's just a D. Just like the Buffalo Sabres were a buffalo, now they're just fucking a circle with two swords in it. It's like that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Washington Commanders, go back.
Go back to the Redskins, please.
You ruined my childhood. Come on.
Now, but at least they went back to the OG uniforms, though. So.
But the same. Bring the Indians back. Bring it all back. Who cares? No one cares anymore.
You guys, Jason, you remember when Atlanta and Cleveland both do the tomahawk chop, literally in the baseball stadium. They would go, oh, and they would freak. The people would be chopping.
Florida State still does that every year.
Florida State still does it, yeah.
And they stab a whole spear in the middle of the field.
Exactly.
We just had a group of people here in Green Bay that were like, when Kansas City came up, and it was like, listen, we really don't want you to do this. It doesn't feel right. It's like, what?
We're doing it.
What? You know the volume of words coming out of someone's mouth come at you at the same decibel, for the most part, as your basic fart? So
I learned something new today. I
what
did
do you
not
say,
know that.
Charles? What
So
are you
when you're
saying?
sitting here and you're like, "Oh my God, your words are hurting me," so you get hurt by farts also.
You're talking
like
shit.
it's befuddling to me that somebody can listen to words and be like, "Oh my God, that hurts."
Yeah.
So
Those people don't have hard enough skin because they're sensitive.
And then the world's got to revolve around them. Like, that's crazy. Put them in a bubble. That's what we used to do in the 80s, right? With fucking Bubble Boy and shit, right?
90s.
Sorry about that.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Yeah, but back to hockey. Yeah, listen, I'm a side quest genius here.
Hey,
That's an understatement.
that happens a lot here too. Trust me.
I see a cat under a streetlight. I stop the vehicle.
Like, okay, I
know
want
what
to ask this question. Me and Jason have talked about it. Me and Jason are kind of on the same page. Tim's not here, so I don't have to hear his bullshit answer.
All right.
What is the hardest trophy to win in sports? Me and Jason think it's the Stanley Cup. I really do. Tim thinks it's the Super Bowl. I think it's the Stanley Cup.
Definitely not the Super Bowl.
Thank you. See that, Tim? Oh, wait, you're not.
I wouldn't say Super Bowl either.
I feel like any sport that has a 7-game best out of 7, it just makes it one harder, more interesting, and just that much more epic. Especially if it can get down to 7 games, because
God,
it
I wish
just
Tim was
made
here
the
to hear all
whole
this.
series. But that's just me. I'm gonna say the World Series because I'm a huge baseball nerd.
Okay.
It can't be that hard to get to the Super Bowl. Diana Rossini made it there with the Patriots.
It's fair.
So
That is fair. Plus, the NFL's rigged anyway. They have a script already wrote up for the next 5 years.
yeah.
I said it was the Stanley Cup.
So we got
in the aspect of how you physically play the game. You know, baseball is like, and I'm right there with you. I love baseball. That's my favorite sport. Love baseball. But physically, what you got to do in order to play and win a hockey game, like
I can
you're
give you that.
around there on these little pieces of metal and like fuck all that, man.
On knives. You're running around on knives. You're running around on knives on your feet.
Yeah.
And especially if you're going 7 games,
And you're trying to control a puck. Yeah, you're trying to control a puck with a stick.
I would like to
it's not
argue
like a ball about everything else. You literally have a stick in your hand. You cannot touch the object you have to score with.
You also have to rely on the other 2 lines too. Like, you're not just relying on 4 other
2 or
guys. You're
3.
relying on 8, 9, 10 other guys. Yeah.
Well, and all of
I like
that
these
could
guys,
be-
Jason. I like these guys a lot.
All of that could be argued as well for most of the other sports. except like football and shit. But I would argue baseball minus. I mean, if the Dodgers weren't doing what they were doing now, because right now all you got to do is throw a bunch of money at baseball and you can win their trophy.
So annoying.
That takes baseball completely out of the conversation for me, because
Tell
playing
the
baseball
Yankees in Boston that then, and Mets.
I don't, yeah,
and the
but,
Cubs.
yeah, tell them all. I don't give a
The
damn.
Mets.
It's not working for everybody.
Tell everyone
train
you
traffic.
know you could just buy a baseball trophy. I
you
stand
can.
behind that. So yeah, hockey would probably have to be there. Now, if you're talking about one of the most difficult sports to play, it would still be baseball, but you could just throw money at it and you win that trophy. So yeah, it would have to be Lord Stanley's Cup for me as well. The Super Bowl can't be that hard to get there. Patrick Mahomes did it his entire career minus last year.
Baseball is a very close second, though. Baseball has to be like literally right there because it's literally.
Well, that's as I said. If baseball wasn't like, if the Dodgers and other teams aren't doing what they're doing right now, and you could just throw a bunch of money, make your team the best team out there, and you're just going to win a trophy every year. Okay, so that's easy. So, but I do agree with you. If that wasn't like a part of the situation, or a part of the problem, however you want to say it, part of the equation, I would say baseball's actually harder, just because the sport itself is harder to play.
Yeah, but like you said, you can buy a team.
Yeah. Anything
NHL,
you can buy is no
I think
longer.
the highest paid player's making like 12 million.
They are. Their salary cap is up to next year. They're getting a massive boost.
Really, that's good. About time they get more money because they barely make any of it.
Well, they are the I think even MLS is outperforming.
What are we
them now.
talking about? The WNBA? What? Who are we
Pretty
talking about?
much.
I mean, the sad thing for hockey, outside of what they did for their All-Star game, that was effing awesome. I hope they continue to do those. Hockey is just a sport you don't watch until the playoffs, and they have to figure that out.
Yeah, you gotta, like we've had a couple guys on there. You gotta advertise it better, and you gotta make better matchups.
Yeah.
For like the Winter Classic and all that. Like the Winter Classic was in Tampa Bay this year. What?
That was dumb.
Why is the Winter Classic in the Sunshine State?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Don't get me wrong. I get it. Florida's won it 2 years in a row. I get it, but still, come on.
You want to see it in Yankee Stadium, Tiger Stadium, Chicago.
It was in the big
Field.
house. The 1 year, it was
The big
amazing.
house,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in that toilet bowl of the horseshoe in Ohio. I don't care.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
Since we're here,
I really wish the NHL would get their shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look how many generations, eras of players that league could have capitalized on to boost awareness of the brand, and then in turn make those individuals even more successful, bigger superstars that would transcend the sport. I don't remember, and I'm trying to take my personal fandom out of it. So it'd be too easy for me to say somebody like Yzerman, somebody like Fedorov, somebody of that era of the Red Wings. But who is the last NHL player that has transcended the sport, became bigger than the sport? Probably
Crosby.
Gretzky. Who
Oh
else?
well.
What's that? They
Who's
tried to
that?
do it with Mario Lemieux. They tried to do it with Lemieux because they gave him his own like video game and everything. But before that,
What's
yeah,
that old
Gretzky-
dude on Washington? Just broke
Ovechkin.
Gretzky. Ovechkin. Yeah.
I'd say him or Crosby, one of those two.
Yeah.
McDavis is right about there now because he's the best player I think in the NHL.
Canadian God, yeah.
He is. Unfortunately, he is Canadian, but he is very, very good player.
Well, I mean that's he's like Canadian God. So like yeah, they go over there.
Be good all they want. They lost to the USA.
twice.
He's literally lost 2 Stanley Cups and then the gold medal. That dude is having a rough career in hockey.
Lose at hockey. Man. And we're gonna start, and we start beating yay and curling too.
That's very
What do you even bring it to the table anymore? Forest fires? Sons of bitches.
Pretty much. Yeah, they just cloud up our sky so we can't see anything.
Okay, full disclosure, the reason I've been so angry with Canada is because of the forest fires, right?
That's fair.
If there wasn't this forest fire crap, you wouldn't be getting all this smoke. You're sending us smoke, I'm sending you smoke.
You are an angry little man.
I'm not little though.
He's not. He's not a little guy. He's just an angry elf. That's just
angry elf. Yeah. Well, you would be too if you lost all your hair at 18.
Well, 22 isn't.
I'm like, I would, but I didn't. I lost it in my mid-30s.
Damn, okay.
And we're both at the same stoplight. Huzzah!
Here we are.
You looking at
this conversation.
So we pretty much got Carolina and Avalanche in the Stanley Cup. Most of us, or if not all of us, can agree on that. I could see it. But I think Carolina's going to walk away with it. I really do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Red Wings fan. They're just playing a whole different level, and I think the Avalanche have the best chance to stop them, but I don't think they're going to. I think that will go to maybe a game 6.
That's what I was going to say, 6.
Yeah. If it goes to game 7, I hope for a game 7. That'll be one hell of a game 7. They always are great.
I just want Montreal to win this round so they could get swept by Carolina.
That's probably what would happen, too. That's probably what would happen.
It would make me just the happiest little peach in that basket. You know what I'm saying?
You know how lit Canada would be for a game, for like a game 7 versus Carolina?
Oh, they'd be jacked up. But it wouldn't make it to game 7. Maybe a 5, maybe a game 5, but not a 7.
They're gonna lose in 4 at home.
It's gonna
probably.
It's gonna score 4 goals a game just to keep them in it.
Yeah, you'd have to. The way Carolina's playing, you'd have to just it's all offense for them, and their defense is great. Yeah, that is very true. If you could,
that's the thing. Like people just haven't been able to yet, and I don't think old Connor Canada is going to be able to either.
I don't think.
Call him Captain Canada.
Captain Canada. That's a good nickname. If you were Canadian, like Maple Bacon.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Let's go ahead and take a transition over to the other set of playoffs that are happening right now, that being the National Basketball Association. Eric, let's look at more locally here. Real quick, like with the Detroit Pistons, after 4 games, they are tied at 2 games apiece with the Cavaliers. Game 1 last Tuesday, 111-101 win over the Cavaliers, followed by 107-97 in Game 2. Before the series switched over to Cleveland, and the Cavaliers picked up a couple of wins there, 116-109 on Saturday, and then last night, 112-103. Now, at this point, as the Cavaliers and the Pistons come back to Detroit, and we look at the other set of, there it goes. The other playoffs series real quick. The Knicks advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals by sweeping the 76ers. The Thunder have advanced to the conference finals. On the Western side, they await the winner of the Spurs and Timberwolves. That series is tied at 2 games apiece. Locally, as we come back to Detroit for Game 5, what's your biggest issue with what we saw specifically last night?
You better win Game 5 or you're going to lose in Game 6. You ain't going to go to Cleveland and win it unless you blow them out at home and keep that momentum into Cleveland. But the way you played in Cleveland does not look like you're ready to win. Too many turnovers. You're fouling too much. Like, I seen a stat, I think, earlier today that Pistons had like 12 or 11 free throws and the Cavaliers had like 22.
Isn't it funny how Spider went to the mic and was like, oh my God, I'm just not getting free throws. And now the last 2 games in Cleveland has out free throwed Detroit.
Yep.
You have more free throws than the
Pistons. I'm just going to say this. There's no way Detroit loses this series, and this is a simple reason why. James
Just
Harden.
fuck Cleveland.
James Harden.
Fuck
Yeah.
James Harden.
James Harden.
He's gonna disappear at some point.
I just
He didn't show up for the first 2 games away.
No, those
And
two
then
games
here's the thing: when
Cleveland,
you
though.
show up, when you start the first half of most of the games in these semis, and you only have 4 or 5 points, 1 or 2 assists, as the point guard, with explosive offense as Cleveland should be, it almost makes you think you should have never traded Garland away because you're not doing anything different,
No, not at all.
and you're paying more.
For a washed-up player that doesn't
For
play
less.
defense.
Yeah. Well, and speaking on defense, I think that's Detroit's problem right now. They just the last 2 games they've decided that defense wasn't going to be how they are going to win basketball games.
Yeah, but defense travels, so that's what doesn't make sense to me. They had such good defense in game 1 and 2, and then they just too many. So game 3, I think the turning point is the Pistons came back in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Is when Cade threw that ball in right to the Cleveland's dude, and
He
then
threw it away.
went.
He
Yeah,
threw it
it
away
went
3
up-
plays in a row.
Yeah, 3. It's like, dude, come on. Okay, I give you 1, 2. Okay, pull your head out of your ass. But 3, come on. Like that, when you tied it up 104, that's when you had the chance to take game 3. And then, okay, yeah, you're coming back home with 3-1 because you weren't winning game 4 because you just shit the bed in the third quarter.
Yeah. I mean, Cade has to stop throwing the ball away.
Yeah, he does. He
Detroit
does.
can't afford to lose Game 5. They
20
can't
No, if
afford
they
to.
lose game 5, it's over. It's over.
Yeah.
And this is the thing: between this series and the 7-game series they play with Orlando, they're showing their inexperience as a young playoff team. Because last
And-
year it showed, and this year it's rearing its ugly head.
Yeah, but why are we
again.
playing? But why are we playing Dern so much when he's playing like shit?
I want to see
Are
Paul
you
Reed.
trying to get? Are you trying? Yeah, exactly. Are you trying to give Duran, more points or more minutes to show that he's, deserves a contract? Well, show us by actually playing the fucking game and actually showing up on defense.
This is my thing. You already know that he's worth the contract, so stop trying to make him prove something that we already know. Let them play with
defensively,
the
yeah.
number 1 seed.
Okay,
He
but
got
is
there
he
for a
really?
reason.
Is he really showing that he deserves a contract?
No, I'm
'Cause
just
soon as
saying
the
up
play-
to this point. I'm saying
Yeah,
up
yeah,
to
yeah,
this
yeah.
point. And even when Cade went out for a whole month, he definitely stepped up. They
Yeah, he
always
did.
say next man up, and Duran stepped up. But it's like y'all are shifting away from what got y'all that top seed.
Right, but did you
all
watch-
of a sudden?
Did you watch Paul Reed last night?
Yeah.
Paul Reed came in and ignited the offense.
Yeah, he
played
literally
good defense.
bounced back and scored 12 points to get us back into the game.
Dude, him and Karis
Karis LeVert went
LeVert.
off.
Dude,
Yeah.
Karis LeVert. went
Levert,
off.
yeah, Levert, that's it.
Well,
yeah.
when we're talking about a Pistons playoff game and we're talking about Reed and LeVert, we already
That's bad.
lost that game.
That's fucking horrible. Like,
We
when you
already
got
lost
all
that
these
game.
players, yeah.
You don't got to tell me the score. We lost that basketball game, right? Because Cade Cunningham is I love that dude, sports wise, of course.
Well, he could
Yeah.
put a team on its back. He is an MVP.
Well, he did. He did
type
in
player.
game
He could do it.
game 5 or 6 against
Yeah.
Orlando.
Yeah.
He literally scored 45.
Cade is Detroit.
He's that
It's
good.
the matter of where are the other 7 people at?
I'm not too worried
And this is the
about
thing.
it.
And this is the thing. Tobias Harris, every now and then he shows why he is
Who he
getting
is.
paid what he's getting paid.
Yeah,
He's also
but
He
you
is
gotta-
the veteran that needs to be on. But we need not we because I'm there's no way in hell. However, I like watching Detroit basketball because you guys are a young, fun team to watch. But watching y'all crumble in moments that y'all should be dominating, because again, in my mind, I'm like, y'all just were down 3-1 and won 3 straight in a row and beat the Orlando
won
Magic.
5 at
Shouldn't
that
have gone to
point.
7
After
games. Number one.
After being down 3-1.
And so,
Detroit
how do
won
you
5 in a
lose
row.
that momentum going into Cleveland? Y'all should be just
Well,
mollywhopping Cleveland right now.
They could have. I think they could have kept that momentum if Cade didn't give up those 3 turnovers in a row, because you had him right there. You came back and you tied the game in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left. You had him right there because Cade does his best work in the fourth quarter, but he fucked up and gave 3 turnovers right in a row.
No,
what
and that's going to cost you in the end.
Is
But
somebody-
also, we say you're saying Dern's worth his contract and all that, but the season is over and a whole new season starts when they played Orlando that first game, and he has not showed up maybe for 1 or 2 games, and so far in the playoffs, it's like, okay, next man up, but why are you not stepping up like you did for those other 82
think he's
games or whatever?
Pretty
Yeah,
much
but
since game 2 in Orlando. That was the last time we saw him play good.
Exactly. Well, I think game 7 he played good in Orlando. He played
game
okay.
7, yeah.
He played okay, but he definitely could play better. Why are you not showing up when it really matters? You have the one seed.
I think you called it on the
everyone's,
head, though. I think you nailed it in the head that he's trying to prove too much now that Cade is back, that he's still a guy. Listen,
dude,
this
you're
is
the
not
second.
your team. This is
You're the
Cade's
second.
team.
Exactly.
You are Robin in this situation.
Don't get a big head.
This isn't Boston where you got Jaylen Brown and Tatum. You are Robin in this scenario.
And you're hey, dude. Your Cade. Exactly, and just play your game. But I think he's trying to do too much. It's like he took a jump shot like from the free throw line. I'm like, why is he doing that? You're a fucking center. Come on, dude.
Did you see Thompson?
Did you ever see Shaq do that? No, because he knew his fucking role. Come on,
stay in the paint.
We need we need Bill Laimbeer out of this guy.
Oh, dude, 100. You just need someone physical and ready to go, and that's how the Pistons got here because their defense.
Can I ask you a question though?
What? I'll give you an answer.
Where the hell's Isaiah Stewart been defensively?
On
like,
the
bench. Dude, he's been
defensively. We didn't see him last game. Like,
no, he's been shit in the bed too.
Fouls, like hack a shack.
Yep, yeah, 100%. He's not what he was, and it's just like, dude, what are you like? How are you getting dominated? Because Duran played against Cleveland in the regular season, great. He was very good against Cleveland. Now he's just, not showing up.
I think one thing they figured out though is Karis LeVert defensively is longer, and I believe he was given. Well, let's just be honest. Donovan Mitchell is gonna, the way he handles the rock, he's gonna push anybody around. You need somebody longer on him to keep up with him.
He handled him so well yesterday.
Yeah, I don't know who we're gonna be able to put on him. If Cade stays on him, he's gonna have 3 fouls just like that. And if you put anybody else on him, he's just gonna go right around him. So
exactly.
This is the thing. I feel like if you let Donovan Mitchell go off, I think that's still a sustainable defense as long as you're able to control James Harden.
He's gonna go off because he takes 30.
Like there's no avoiding it. The man's gonna get. He's a walking bucket.
You just have to.
So as long as as long as you can control the rest of the squad, you keep Mobley in check, you keep Jarrett Allen in check, and you keep James Harden in check. Cleveland will fall apart.
Yeah, but their bench did show up last night. I will say for them, their bench did show up pretty good last night. So
they're hitting threes.
But you got to take out Donovan Mitchell. You take him out, it's gonna crumble because James Harden is not gonna probably show up for Game 5. I don't think he will. I think it's gonna go like
Game 5.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna show up because he's not gonna be at home. They don't play good on the road. They haven't. I don't think they've won a game on the road.
No.
In the playoffs so far.
And when's the last time you've seen James Harden play good in the playoffs?
Never. That's why he doesn't have a ring on his finger.
Never.
He doesn't. He doesn't play defense. He doesn't play that good. He chokes in
Kobe
big
said
situations.
it best.
Can I ask you a
Kobe
question?
said it best. If James Harden keeps playing the way that he's playing, he's never gonna get a ring.
Jason and I talked about this a little bit before we came on. And does anybody think that was a foul on James Harden at the end of the game?
Fuck no. No.
Stop being a vagina.
And here's the thing.
But flopping is a huge deal in these playoffs.
Well, right, but the Detroit couldn't even. This is what happened. If you watched it live, they immediately went to the free throw line and they gave him the ball. Once he touches the basketball free throw line, you cannot review it.
Nope.
They can't do it.
It's stupid. You shouldn't.
They wanted to.
Yeah, the NBA wanted a series.
They want.
And that's what they're getting, and that's what they're
Both
getting
of these
because
teams are selling out at home. So yes, they want 7-game series.
Old boy was like, I'm not getting any fouls. I don't flop. Now he started flopping. Now he's getting flopped up. Now he's getting fouls. Cleveland flops.
But our coach even said that the refs are different in Cleveland.
Yeah,
he's like, they're completely different in Cleveland, and it shows.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I don't think Detroit played differently.
Not at all.
Completely fair. I just think Cleveland was gifted more opportunities.
I'll be honest, they were more aggressive too offensively. They were more aggressive. So they
aggressively flopping, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but
how about you get the refs that call March Madness? Because there's a lot of stuff goes on in March Madness. They just let play out. How about you get those refs? Let them play basketball.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. You don't gotta go back to the bad boys era where people are they kind of did because Wemby freaking elbowed what's his name in the face and all that and got ejected. But it's like just don't let them get to that point, but let them play rough. It's basketball. Come on.
Hey, give us the refs from the Orlando series.
When you allow one team
a lot was going on in that series.
When you allow one team to be more physical than the other, that you end up getting these flop basketballs.
Exactly.
That's what we're seeing in Cleveland. Cleveland
Exactly.
has entered the flop era because if you can't beat them, join them. And this is an Adam Silver problem.
You're not wrong.
But
But,
that dude ain't gonna do spit.
But so we already decided that if Detroit don't win in Game 5, they're pretty much put
It's
the bow on it.
it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, put the bow on it because I don't see you going to Cleveland and winning. I really don't.
I'm different. I'm different about it. I think the NBA would prefer a Pistons-Knicks.
Oh, 100%. Because I think that's going to be the Eastern Conference. But reality, if the Pistons make it to that with how the Knicks are playing, or how the Knicks are playing, dude, like, yeah, we beat them 4-0 in the season, but not consistent games.
See, I'm different.
This
I'm
New York
different about
Knicks,
this. I don't think Cat Williams is not physical enough. That's his name, right?
Cat Williams.
Wait, what's his name?
Wait, what? The comedian?
The
comedian?
Williams. What's the fucking?
He's talking about Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Cat.
That was good.
Cat with a
That was good.
Cat Williams.
It's
That was good.
It's Justin Allen all over again.
That was good.
All right, so.
But if they make it to the Knicks, the way the Knicks are playing, man, they're on
series
fire.
over.
You just got you let Brunson do what Brunson's going to do, and you stop the rest of the team.
Yeah,
It's
but
the same
okay.
thing, it's the same thing you had to do with. It's the same thing you had to do with LA, or I meant Orlando, right? You let Pablo go off; he's going to get his. You stop the rest of the
You're
team.
not wrong, Scott.
Yeah, good call, Scott.
Yeah, but also, like I said, the way the Knicks are playing, man, they're playing just like the Hurricane. They're just playing different basketball right now, and they got hot at the right time. And hopefully Detroit can do what they did in the season against them. But
I think they will. I do. I really do. I've got a lot of trust in this team. I think the better basketball is going to be Minnesota versus the Thunder.
I'm happy you said Minnesota because I think the Spurs are just one too heavy.
Yep.
You get
the Spurs
Wemby
is
out of
the same
there.
thing with I think the Spurs are just like Detroit. The inexperience is showing, and it's just.
And if the NBA wouldn't have screwed over,
they've been in the playoffs since 2017.
Yeah.
If the NBA wouldn't have screwed over Victor Wembanyama, it would be Cade Cunningham.
Oh, here you
Victor, Jalen. I'm just saying that was bullshit.
Price. Let it go.
Never.
That would be nuts. That'd be fucking nuts if he was on the Pistons.
Oh my God! Can you imagine this team right now with JB Bickerstaff? Oh my God!
Oh yeah, it would be. You wouldn't be able to stop him. You'd have Cunningham and Wembyama. That's all you'd need.
God!
Somebody brought up the fact that
Whatever, Bernard.
That's just like I will never let go. The Pistons should have drafted Carmelo Anthony in 03 instead.
That was the dumbest
the fuck they
selection
should've.
collecting Durko.
That was so. You had Carmelo Anthony right there, you had a playoff team ready to roll. Granted, we would have never got Tayshaun Prince, but how many more rings would we have won with that squad right there?
I mean, having Carmelo Anthony over Tayshaun Prince isn't the worst upgrade.
No, it's not. But I'm just saying, it's just like, dude, you
probably could have built a dynasty around that.
You would have had Billups, Hamilton, Ben Wallace. You would have probably got Rasheed. So then you just let the young buck do his thing, and then you got your shooters, and you got your three-time defensive player of the year.
That 2007's Pistons was grit.
Oh yeah,
and
if we had Carmelo,
there was no all-stars, there was no supermax contracts, there was nothing. It was just straight tough players. And if you would have added a young Carmelo to that, coming off a national championship with Syracuse, that could have been magic for y'all.
Well, it was 03, so we would have probably won. We would have won it in 04 like usual. Probably would have won in 05. We probably wouldn't have lost to the Heat. Who knows in 06 and 07? No, not even close.
That 07 year was tough though.
Yeah. It's too bad we didn't get
great. Y'all won it all. But there's something about
though.
07 that was just, I don't know. Y'all 07, I feel like y'all could have beat Cleveland with Melo.
Oh, 100%.
And y'all could have beat the Spurs.
Yeah, because then he would have had LeBron. And then you still had Billups. You still had Richard Hamilton. I think you still had Rasheed, too. You would have been fine.
Yeah. And that would have been a matchup against San Antonio and you guys in 2007 that would have been one of the best series.
Yep, 100%.
I do miss watching Tony Parker and Manu and Duncan. Man.
100%.
Yeah, those were some fun. That was some good basketball.
But I definitely think the Timberwolves can upset the Spurs. I really do.
I think the Timberwolves are.
I don't doubt it for a second.
Dude, Edwards is playing a different way right now. He's on a man on a mission.
Just imagine this. just for story purposes, right? For the script of the game, right?
Or wait.
You have Minnesota as the 6th seed in the NBA, right?
That
They
makes me
just
sad.
beat-
Don't even put that graphic up there.
They just beat the Denver Nuggets with arguably one of the best players in the game right now in Joker, right?
Yep.
3-time MVP. Now,
Yeah, but the rest of
they're
that team is
going to
trash.
San Antonio, possibly
You're right.
beating the future face of the league. And this is the thing: even when they beat Denver, they didn't have Anthony Edwards for the last 2 games.
That is true.
Yeah.
So again, right? So now you're on your way to San Antonio. That was a 3 seed you just beat. Now you're playing against a 2 seed and could possibly also whoop that ass
If they
in
beat
San
them.
Antonio.
They,
If
would
beat
they
them.
have to upset him in San Antonio, or
But
otherwise this
let's
is
just
over.
for
in 5.
story purposes, right?
Yeah.
So
You go to OKC, you beat OKC, right? So
That'd
you're
be
the
nuts.
6th seed going to the NBA Finals. Now imagine if the Knicks make it to the NBA Finals. You know what the common denominator in that story is?
Cat Williams.
Cat Williams and Julius Randle. The trade swap.
The trade swap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's very
That
true.
would be a fucking epic story.
Hey.
Hopefully they wrote it up that way.
I mean,
But OKC is definitely the team to beat in the West.
They're unstoppable.
I can see the
Unfortunately.
Pistons struggling the first 2 and then
Yeah.
sweeping the Knicks.
I could see that.
I can see that. Because that's the Tigers did it that year against the Yankees.
That is
And
very
then,
true.
then we got smacked against the Giants. But whatever.
is that the most annoying fan base though? The Knicks?
Yankees?
No, the Knicks. I mean,
Just New York in general?
Yeah, just Spike
Yeah.
Lee, and then they've got all these like Hollywood bougie people out there on the sidelines, and like they nail a 3, and then like they're out there chattering and freaking
look at
talking to the
Jason.
players. Like, come on.
Jason,
Come on.
what's your opinion on that, Jason? We know you love the Yankees and New York.
Fuck the Yankees.
New York fans, by and large, are the most obnoxious, arrogant, self-centered sons of bitches I have ever been exposed to.
I like this man.
I cannot with the New York fan base. Not only are they arrogant and obnoxious when their team is winning, specifically like the Knicks and the Yankees. The Mets, not so much. Like, I give the Mets a little bit of a pass. You know, if I have to root for a New York team in baseball, it's going to be the Mets. As sure as fuck is not going to be the Yankees. They are the evil empire in my view. So I am totally with you. They are the worst fan base, and they are the quickest to hop off the bandwagon when the shit goes south. So now you add a level of disingenuousness about them, and I just can't with these motherfuckers. If I could be honest.
I like it here.
Hey, we got to see it firsthand when they jumped off the bandwagon when Saquon jumped ship too. When he went to Philly, all these fans became Saquon fans instead of Philly fans.
It's crazy.
It's crazy how fast New York turns on their teams too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I cannot stand the Yankees to save my life. I feel like they're like the most waste of money of a franchise because it's like you have all this money and all these players, and since your 4-peat in 2000 was you only had from 2000 to 2026, you only got one World Series to show for it.
More than Milwaukee.
Did you ever look that payroll up? I think we did. It's over $2 billion. They've
waste of money.
They've bought how many World Series in the last like 40 years, and it averaged out to almost $1 billion a World Series.
How much money do you think they made though?
Well, they probably make stupid.
Well, of course they make money.
Yeah.
When you're bringing in like probably $4 billion.
If you spent $2 billion,
you're
spent
putting
$2
ass in
billion.
seats, and
I'm well aware of it. I can also
made
buy
6,
the old
7?
lady flowers too, but I could also buy beer, and that's going to make me happy. So I'm gonna weigh the odds
Hell yeah.
one way or another. Do you know what I'm saying though? You could either make the fans happy or make me happy. I'm gonna make me happy most of the time.
the
Sometimes.
Yankees are like the Cowboys.
You got to.
They don't do shit.
You got to make.
I
the
was
fans.
just going to say that.
Yep.
Just going to say that.
Do
And
shit.
A fucking circus clown.
it really got hammered home last week because I called out the city of Sacramento for not supporting the Athletics while they're playing there. And some of the feedback that we got was, God damn it, it's too expensive. The tickets
Too
are
expensive.
And
Is that
so
what they said?
I went live on the air and I went to their Ticketmaster thing and I'm like, well, let's look at this game. And it was the Yankees. And it was $130 to get onto the lawn seats of this building, of this venue that
Like
the
you bring your own lawn chair?
I don't know if you can
You're
bring
not
your
allowed to
lawn
bring chairs in. No, you got to sit on like a blanket.
Yeah, exactly. Like an outdoor amphitheater, like Pine
Okay.
Knob that we have here.
Cool.
$130 to get on the lawn. And then in comparison, when the Guardians are out there, it's $40. So the name New York Yankees alone has become its own business entity. They've got their own network, they've got their own this. Everything is more expensive with that stupid fucking logo and the stupid fucking pinstripes that they wear. And listen.
Jason, I like you. I like
Just
you a lot.
preaching facts.
Like,
I love it.
On
what do
one
they
side,
say? This guy knows ball.
I mean, I've been watching all my life, brother, and look, it took a national tragedy for me to feel bad enough for me to root for them in the World Series.
That lasted
was in
25 seconds.
2001, and they still fucking lost. So I will never, ever again root for them arrogant sons of bitches.
Go Diamondbacks.
Go down.
Oh, well, we've made an easy transition into MLB here, so let's go ahead and just.
Go Cubs!
Hey, Jason's a Cub
I
fan.
love this guy, man. Yes, sir.
2 10-win streaks in a season, and we haven't even hit. We just barely hit May.
Just wait till you play the
come on.
This
Brewers.
excited before July baseball?
Listen. Hey, you
Remember
are at the
who
bottom.
your
You don't
manager
get to
is,
talk
by
to
the
me.
way.
When's the last time the Milwaukee Brewers won a World Series? All right, shut the fuck up.
When was the last time Craig Counsell won a World Series? He was playing,
Doesn't
right?
matter. When's the last time the Brewers or the Tigers won a World Series?
Never, but that doesn't. Well,
All
Tigers,
right,
80,
then.
Tigers won in
86.
84.
84, yeah.
84. Which one of y'all were born at that time?
I was alive. I was 3.
We know you were, Jason.
Damn.
Gosh, I was alive.
Damn.
I was out of the ball sack at that point. I was alive. I
Out
could
of
wear
the
a
ball
hat.
sack.
Yeah, I could wear a hat. I had hair on my ball sack, probably.
I watched my Cubs win a
You
World
just
Series.
keep this energy in July. This is Craig Counsell, bro. You don't think
We
we've
need-
seen what Craig Counsell does in pre-July
And we all know
baseball?
that if y'all happen to make it to the playoffs, y'all going to choke either way.
Yes,
The
that's
entire
two
division
things can
every
be
year
true
gets
at
to
the
the
same
playoffs.
time. Two things can be true at the same fucking time.
Just like the Bears are going to choke in the playoffs again this year.
Whoa!
They're making it to the
Watch
Hey,
your
playoffs.
mouth.
dog away.
They're not even making it to the. Look at what happened to Kansas City, who won all their games by comebacks 2 years ago.
Hey, they got a tough schedule, so they're probably going to be in the lines of last year. They're going to have a winning season, but they're not going to make playoffs.
A win is a win.
We'll stay on baseball, and we'll let the Cubs enjoy their pre-July baseball.
Are you
moves.
just a hater?
Side
I'm not a
quest.
hater.
It's hard for you guys. I know it's hard for you guys over there in the upper.
Hey,
What do you
side
mean?
quest,
For the last
Paul.
4
Who just
years-
swept those
the last 4
pinstripe
years
sons
we've
of
won the
bitches, by the
divisions.
way?
Listen,
First
listen.
time
I
since
understand.
87.
I understand that you guys up there in the Upper Peninsula be upset because you don't got an actual baseball team to root for.
We don't have a whole lot of anything up there, but yeah, we still root for the
You
Tigers.
got
Yeah,
trees
not
to
really,
root for
no.
in the UP.
When?
You got trees and good maple syrup.
You just stick to the maple syrup, okay?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
We'll,
the cheese curds.
we'll keep sending y'all our deer.
That's fine.
Oh, we'll
And
start
we'll
some.
just keep winning World Series.
He's like, we'll send our wildfire smoke down there
Yeah.
for you, Paul.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Be
Tigers
careful,
are
that
up
YouTuber
2-0
will
on the
start-
Mets right now.
Nice.
Hell yeah. That
You ain't
YouTuber
ever
will
seen
tie
Smokey
up
the
some
Bear, Paul.
coyotes and
You
bring them
wait.
down to you. But your
I saw
problem
Smokey the
next.
Bear in 2006 and 2007.
That's
He's in Texas. He's got wild hogs he's got to worry about.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about that.
Well,
He's a city
here's the
boy,
thing.
though. He ain't
Okay,
got-
now
I get the city boy vibe from him. I really
mean-
do. He's a Bears fan. What do you expect?
jokes aside, jokes aside, a 10
Young
game
man.
10 game win streak. I think they had like what, a 15 game win
Twice.
streak at
2
home.
10-game win streak.
Okay.
Twice.
Twice. Don't forget it. Twice.
I said you could have one piece of candy, not two, mother.
And a
This Halloween
15-game home win
trick-or-treat.
streak. And we won 15 at home straight. Suck
That's
it.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I said that isn't.
It's only
Right.
May. Let's see what happens
But
in July.
again, we're talking about pre-July
We
baseball.
know where y'all
here,
not going to be in
people.
July.
Hey, we got to give him something here. You guys want to see something really cool? Actually, I'm going to have these shirts made up. Charles had
yes.
brought this up. This is a side quest, but you're going to like it. Charles brought this up before about the NFL. The season doesn't start until the turkey goes in.
Okay.
So the season starts after Thanksgiving or
You
Thanksgiving.
can lose the season before Thanksgiving, but you ain't winning nothing until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're going to make some shirts.
That's
Your
actually like
address,
a
I'll send
very
them to
good.
you.
Yeah, okay. That
Yeah, we talk a lot of shit, but we actually don't mean nothing until after Thanksgiving games.
Oh, no.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is what we are with pre-July baseball. It's like, this is fantastic. You could win every effing baseball game, every single one. And then after July 4th, you're just a terrible baseball team. You ain't going nowhere.
You guys would know that.
Oh, so I mean
Yeah.
like the St. Louis Cardinals, right?
Yeah. Well, as a Tigers fan, the last
Milwaukee
2
definitely
years,
knows what that feels
definitely.
like.
As a Milwaukee Brewers fan, over the last 4 years, I got NL Central champ jerseys all over my wall. Not this one, of course. But
not this one. Just a bunch of green
Charles
and
and
some
I are
cheese.
so weird. We live in Wisconsin, so we've adopted the Milwaukee
grew up in the UP,
Brewers,
though.
but we're
It's
both
Michigan's fault.
Tigers fans growing up. Like
Hell yeah.
that's so
Michigan's
weird.
fault. They
It
put
is, man.
everyone else on the TV in the UP except the Lions. So whatever.
Makes sense. I
is weird.
hear a lot of Youpers go for Green Bay anyway.
Well, so here's
It's
the UP.
probably 60-40.
Right? I think
Probably just
hold on.
40%.
Whatever,
And there's
however
Minnesota
you're fucking
fans
looking
over
at
on the other side.
Snapchat
Yeah.
camera.
Oh, there's Minnesota fans up there too.
Oh
God,
yeah, like the
Oh,
western end over
bro.
by like Minnesota, northern Wisconsin. Yeah, there's Minnesota fans.
One of
They're
the
scattered.
top cheese stores up in northern Wisconsin. It's got a fan section, and it's filled with Packers, Minnesota, Bears, and Lions. I'm like, you're
Okay.
a fucking idiot.
It's a good way to get into a fight.
It's just stupid. What are you doing? You're selling Wisconsin-made cheese, and look at your fan zone. Well, there's multiple fans. Shut up.
One thing I do like about the season is the challenge rule. That thing has been golden.
Oh yeah.
That is pretty nice.
I love
I
it.
wish.
I love it when they're.
Did
I
you
love it when
see
they're wrong.
one of the umps? He replayed himself.
What do you mean?
I don't remember what game it was, but he called a ball. Then immediately after that, he tapped his own head.
Was he having a
The
stroke?
challenge-
Why would he do that?
He challenged himself, and it ended up being a strike.
Why would he do that?
And not
not?
like
He's
by
an
a little
honest
bit.
man.
Like it was in the box.
To be okay, so here's the thing. I get it.
No,
Baseball is so. Baseball is so fast. There are times where I've assumed human error is shit. I meant to say strike.
That's fair.
So
Yeah,
if you have the ability now to go and call yourself
messed
out
up.
on it, why not do it?
I'm like, as a ump, I'm gonna give you more respect because you called yourself
Because
out.
you called
on your
yourself
own
out
mistake.
on it. Yeah, absolutely. I
He's
get
like, I
it.
fucked
'cause
up. Let me look at that.
It's,
Oh yeah, that was a strike.
It's so
I really
bang,
wish
bang.
they would have did
I
that
meant
for
to
Andres
say-
Galarraga, but whatever.
Yeah, I meant to say strike.
Oh,
You know,
man.
but now that's just an excuse. We all got assholes, so maybe they're.
That one hurts my heart, and the fact that he forgave the umpire for it, it hurts even more. Like he hugged the guy.
Why
after.
you gotta
He's
bring
like,
that up?
No hard feelings, cause you tap your head because you're stupid and you did something dumb on TV. I don't care.
Yeah,
I
but
don't want
you're
to call you dumb
stupid.
for it. It's fine.
Can we challenge the out at first calls now?
You know what I'm gonna do? You guys are gonna get buzzers, and if I say something stupid, I want to hear you guys do the tap. You guys are gonna call it in. Charles has this
Yes.
thing, and he record
Yes.
my voice for 3. If he got to get it like 2 seconds ahead of time, but usually he's pretty good about knowing when something dumb's gonna come out.
You're a bitch.
There you go.
That is awesome.
You
That is
got him
awesome.
on. Got him on call. There, you know.
That is fucking awesome.
We're gonna give Tim ideas that way. He's gonna
Oh
say,
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Uploading
no,
the-
and if you're good enough,
100%.
you get them on a train, and then it's just like, damn. 'Cause
So
I got a buddy
American
who's going
League,
to do it too often
Yankees,
also.
Yankees still leading the American League. The National League, the Dodgers have it, but I believe San Diego is
Of
playing
course
the
Dodgers
Brewers, and
have
they're.
it.
But well, they're. I believe that the Padres are right on their heels though. They're
More
like a
than
half a
likely,
game or a
but
game
you-
behind.
The
You're
closer
paying a
for-
dude $700 million. They're gonna probably be in the World Series again.
The
Maybe. Yeah.
the Padres
Man.
closer is ridiculous.
Oh, I think
He's-
Timothy Sheridan's back.
He's got the fastest pitch this year, just above Mizrowski.
Okay.
At 103.8. He's got
How's
an
that?
ERA
How
of
was
like,
that? Miz threw 2 over at 104 against the Yankees. Yeah, he threw
Were
the
they
fastest
strikes?
pitch here. Yes,
Right. Well, maybe not.
I believe he struck the guy out on 3 straight pitches and to start the game.
Miz went over 103, but he never touched 104 in that first inning, if that's what you're talking about. He threw 7 pitches against the Yankees in the first inning, and the maximum speed he touched was 103.4, 103.7. Oh, boy's got 103.8. I could be wrong. But he's got an ERA of like 0.92 or some shit like that.
I'll tell you something really funny from being a guy that
We have another man with hair on the podcast, so fuck you guys.
He's wearing a hat. That don't even count.
Nobody cares.
And you're still outnumbered.
I got a little bit of hair under this hat still.
More than you guys.
No, check this out. I shaved.
Look at three bald guys, 4 bald guys.
Depends on
4 to 2. Oh,
where's
there we
the
go.
camera angle. Hair, no hair. I could catfish your asses.
Just paint that green and we can give you an afro, Charles. Look, get the green screen going on.
Dude,
If I wear
hell
a-
yeah.
If I wear a hat right now with the way my hair is, oh yeah, straight catfish. You think I got Fabio underneath his bits?
You got the old man horseshoe, don't you?
Yeah, bro. I got fucking 2/3 moon.
I
up
got
here.
the little patch that's right here, and then it's like a little island. So I'm like, fuck that.
Same thing. It's right here.
I've already been hitting it all show. You're
Oh,
good.
fuck. What the fuck is going on? What did I miss?
A
A
lot.
lot.
Well, just the whole show, Tim. But we saved
No,
the
I was
main
listening a little bit on the way home. Yeah. No, that
Always
was my
fuck the
bad.
Yankees.
Yeah, man, I can get behind that. I did hear something about a Bears fan on the way home, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's that guy. He's something else.
I like Bears.
I wouldn't say that, Paul.
Every
also-
group needs one.
too, so
Everyone,
that's-
every
also
group needs a
Cubs fan,
retard.
though.
I'm a Cubby fan, so
He is a Cubs fan too, so Jason loves them, and then
unfortunately, I'm also a Bulls fan. So there's
oh
that.
god,
Hey, I grew up a Bulls fan. I can't hate on that. Like, that was my team growing up.
I'm
But
sure-
I
you're a
was-
Jordan
right
fan.
now with
Shut up,
that.
you're
yeah,
a Bulls fan.
I grew up in the Jordan era.
Can I take us on a side quest real
Likewise.
quick?
Oh, let's hear it.
All right, I'm going to name a player, and then we'll
First thought
see
that
it
comes in our head:
to the next player. All right, so I'm going to say Derrick Rose.
Dennis Rodman.
Why'd you
It's the
go
first
there?
one that popped in my head.
You had that beforehand. He was thinking that. No matter
No, I
who you
wasn't.
said,
Soon
he
you
was
said
going to
it,
fucking
but-
say Dennis
No, I
Rodman.
wasn't. Shut up. You don't know me.
He can't.
I got the power today, bitch.
All right, so
I will beat your ass, motherfucker.
we got Derrick Rose and Dennis Rodman.
Jason left the show.
Jason's
He's
gone.
had enough.
Yep.
No. Yeah, I'm thinking.
So
Grant
who's the
Hill.
next one, Tim? Who you think?
Well, I'm lost.
You
Like, what are
said
we
Derrick
doing?
Rose. I said Dennis Rodman. Next player comes to your head.
Chauncey Billups.
Okay, it's a little weird, but okay.
PR?
Derrick Rose, Michael Jordan.
That guy.
Okay.
Reggie Miller.
Ooh, that's a good one. I wish he would have won a ring.
I
He
still
deserved
love
a
the
ring.
finger wag versus the Bulls in the playoffs.
Oh yeah,
That was.
I like the choking.
classic.
He did the choking.
The choke
and all that.
thing,
That was
yeah.
good.
And then when Halliburton did it again last
You just
year,
pound
that
a
was
fucking
great.
beer.
I got to catch up, bro.
No, you don't. Like, we got like a
So how
fucking
many
10
did you
minutes of
slow
the
down?
show left. Relax.
Got
Oh,
to
there's
catch up.
Jason. Where the fuck
By
you
the way,
go?
Paul,
You had
he's
to poop?
struggling, by
He
the way.
had
Jason
to
had to poop?
Jason had to go poo poo.
I didn't even leave the goddamn chair. I couldn't figure
Oh,
out
guys,
why.
you did miss it.
Fucking Tinker Stinker time. Yeah.
Tinker stinker.
What Derrick Rose could have been.
What
What
do you
the
mean?
Bulls
What
could have
do you mean?
If
what
he never
could
got
have
hurt.
been?
If he never got
he
hurt.
never
he's
got
a-
hurt.
He's
What do
a
you
big
mean?
what if?
What do you mean?
He's
What
a
do I
big
mean?
What if?
What Adrian Peterson could have been.
No, he
No,
still
Adrian
was. He
Peterson
still was.
That guy.
But if the head
But
coach
Derrick
would have let
Rose,
him run the
2
ball
knee
for the 6
injuries
yards he needed
definitely
to break the
derailed him.
record.
Hey, you guys should do us a huge favor.
Yeah.
When Jason comes back, wish him a happy birthday.
Oh, nice.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not his
Definitely.
birthday, but we give him a
We
hard
fuck with
fucking
him
time
all-
all the
we
Oh, I
time.
was like, mine's literally.
Now
tomorrow.
I'm gonna do it just because.
Oh, we get that
Yeah, just do it. Just be like, hey, Jason, happy birthday. He'll love it.
All right.
No, we're talking players that could have been, that should have been if it wasn't
Yeah.
for injuries. First come to
Yeah.
mind, Grant Hill for me.
Oh,
Grant
yeah.
Hill. That's
That's a good-
when
that's a
I hear
solid
Derrick
pick.
Rose, I immediately go to Grant Hill.
Hey Jason.
Yeah.
Hey Jason.
I misunderstood the assignment there.
No, that's all right.
Can he hear us?
Yeah, he can
Jason.
hear us.
Hey, man.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, bro. My birthday's tomorrow, bro. We're May brothers.
Well, happy
My birthday was-
if it's your actual birthday. Mine was actually a fucking month ago. So
Oh, shit.
Birthday month. You get 30 days.
Oh. Well, happy belated birthday.
It's
Is
still
it inside
counts.
30
Still
days?
counts.
Belated birthday.
It's still your birthday month, bro.
He's just outside 30 days, so
Oh,
there's no
okay.
return policy there.
There's no return.
No,
Yeah,
no.
so mine starts on the 13th.
refunds.
I got 30 days
You
forward.
keep this birthday
42nd
chain and you do
rule.
what you want with it.
Trying to figure it out.
All you do is slide, bro. Like, let's get to the main event of the show
That's
right
definitely
here.
not
Like,
you.
fuck
You
that guy.
might
No,
break the
hold on.
cameras.
Like, hold on. Fuck that guy. It's just on me now.
You had your chance.
You had a
had
whole
your
fucking
turn.
hour.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't have a kid that had to play band, so
Hey, it was his last band concert.
I get it.
It's been 5 years. I've never missed one. This is the first time in 5 years. 5
Yeah.
years with all the fucking band concerts. There's never been one on Tuesday.
now they're
Never. They've always been Wednesday
And
or
all
Thursday.
of a sudden,
Yeah, and then like we didn't even realize it was coming out because he's been so out of it, like with band, like he's just like I'm done with band, like this is my last year. So he didn't even tell us, like he didn't even want to go to this thing. It's like no, you got to go. It's your last one. This is
I
like
wouldn't have told you guys. I would've
it's like
been
your
"Man, I'm not
final
going."
exam
said
is this
shit.
concert. So it's like I'm not gonna miss it. Like I'm gonna be there. But as soon as he was done, I was fucking out the door. Like boom.
It took him a minute
what
too.
grade is he in?
He's a freshman, high school, 9th grade.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Cool.
He goes,
Yeah.
I want to enjoy the rest of my 3 years. Fuck this shit.
Well, he's so wrapped up in golf now. All he wants to do is focus on golf.
Oh, my
Band's
God.
been getting
Hell
into
yeah.
golf.
That's
Hell
a smart
yeah.
man.
Golf is way better than band.
Yeah.
I think he
What are you
plays the
gonna do,
tromboner.
walk the Rose
No,
Bowl
he's
parade?
percussion.
Whoa.
Okay.
What the fuck you say that about my kid for?
I don't.
Dumb
That's
son of
just
a
that's
bitch.
just an instrument. That's
What's
like,
wrong with you?
It's like saying that.
Throat chop. All righty.
All right, so we'll kind of recap. You don't care about NHL. Give us
No,
your.
man, I like NHL.
You don't really pay attention to
The
it.
Red
but
Wings aren't in it, so I
Yeah,
haven't
but
been paying attention.
give us your opinion on the Pistons, how they played, and what you think is going to happen.
I think the Pistons are going to come back to Detroit and they're going to win. Obviously,
They
they
need
need
to
to. They need to. I think they kind of shit the bed the last couple games, but the thing that worries me is now I have a feeling this series is going to go obviously 6 or 7 games at this point. Six
gotta go
the
7.
least. You know what I mean? 7. Yeah, I said it. Son of a bitch.
I seen him
Like-
do that earlier. I didn't say anything.
Fucking so and then whoever wins this thing, you're gonna go this deep into it, and you got the Knicks who are gonna be sitting over there just fresh and ready to roll, and it's a shitty situation to be in. So I was kind of hoping the Pistons would have flew through this thing in 4 games. Unfortunately,
They
not.
should
So
have.
They should have, yeah. And I know Bickerstaff was bitching about the refs and the calls and
Well-
shit like that. Like, and there's some. I mean, it's validate.
I brought this up. I think the turning point was when Cage had 3 of those turnovers in a row in game 3.
Well, and that's the thing is like they started speeding that game up on them. I've been saying this all fucking season long. Anytime somebody wants to beat the Pistons, speed the game up because the Pistons get sloppy. Like, and that's what Orlando was doing to them until the Pistons just took control of it and slowed the game back down and handled it. But those first, fucking 3-4 games against Orlando, they sped that game up, and the turnovers were ridiculous. I think in one game they had like 24 turnovers.
There was a lot.
You can't win a basketball game doing that. I mean, you can. I mean, sometimes you can squeeze one out, but
You're
it's
not
very
supposed to,
rare.
though.
Yeah, so the turnovers become an issue when they try to play fast. So the one thing they need to do, they need to come back to Detroit. They need to slow the game down. They need to play their game, and they need to just control the clock. And that's how they win games.
I don't think
They've done it all
Harden's
season.
going to show up in game 5 though. He doesn't play good on the road at all.
Yeah, and they
Doesn't
haven't
play good in
played.
the playoffs.
Yeah,
That too.
I mean, he's had one good game in the playoffs so far.
He had
One okay game.
Yeah, I was going to say a good game in game 3, then okay game in game 4.
Yeah.
He was
Like,
productive.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
good and then
That's a
productive.
better way to say it. He was productive, yes. And then
That's cute.
yeah,
And then
Still a guy
fucking
who lost the free throw line.
Tigers are the Tigers are kind of slipping, but they're winning right now.
dealing with injuries, and they're
Yeah.
dealing with. I mean,
Pre-July
Valdez is still
baseball.
suspended. Yeah,
wait
it's
until
early.
Oh, he had a good comment. Third bald guy to our right. That's where we're going with.
Third bald guy. You guys are just numbered.
Yep.
Bald guy 1, 2, 3, and then we got 4 down there on the bottom.
Exactly, but he said
Well, I guess I
football
might as well
don't
match
football
the sequence.
exactly football don't really start until after the turkey goes in, and then baseball don't start until after the 4th of July. And I'm like, he's
I did hear that. Yeah, I did hear that on the way home because that was part of the conversation. Like, and you're 100% right, because I mean, you look at last year, Tigers were the hottest team in baseball till after the All-Star break, and then they kind of shit the bed and they slowed down. I mean, they still did okay, you know, in the postseason. They went farther than they did the year before, and that's all that we can really ask for. You know what I mean?
Correct.
If you make it farther, just like the Pistons right now, they've made it farther. You know what I mean? We're feeling good. You know, it's a success.
We're not feeling good. Who the fuck's feeling good? We lost 2 in a row.
We lost 2 in a row, but
I hate it here.
Listen, a couple years ago, we
squeeze
won
us out.
13 games, and I was screaming at Tom Gores was a clown.
It's fair.
Now
Yeah,
I'm just happy to be alive.
The team's moving in the right fucking direction.
Yeah.
Both of them are. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
The Lions, up until last year, were moving in the right direction. You know what I mean? The Red Wings.
The Lions did, I think, exactly what they were supposed to do, though.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like,
They had a harder schedule. They lost some players. They lost both their
coordinators.
Yeah, both coordinators. Yeah, that was going to happen. But he's a Packers fan, so we can't listen to that guy.
We got. We got a.
I just want to say thank you.
He's a Bears fan. Baldwin's
Thank
a
you.
Bears fan.
Fans,
The
yeah.
other twos are Packers fans. We just need a
I just
Minnesota
wanna
guy
say
in
thank
here. We
you
have
for
all
Ben
4.
Johnson. Thank
Yeah.
you for Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Well, I do like that. I did bring up the age-old question: what was the hardest trophy to win? And mainly, it was either the Stanley Cup or the World Series. So, fuck you on the Super Bowl, Tim. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you lost.
I never said that was the hardest one to win.
I thought you said it was.
No.
I think he's lying to me.
I'm saying that
It's the only one you get a
the
pass.
green
too.
jacket's the
You gotta
hardest
play.
one to
Okay,
win.
he did say the Masters is the hardest
Masters?
one to win.
Yeah.
Okay,
I would,
can
I
see
would,
that.
yeah, I would
I
do
think
that.
for the
Never-
pressure of it, I can see that.
It's never the
Individual-wise,
same.
yeah,
It doesn't
sure.
matter. Every hole is different every minute of every day for the
And then
4
just
days.
the pressure to get that
Yeah.
green jacket, to say that you got it, especially going into that last 9 in the
That is
in
fair.
day 4.
But I still have to go with. I
Lord
still have
Stanley
to go
Cup.
with Stanley Cup. Yeah,
Going
you
with
can
the
buy
World Series.
baseball.
Yeah, and
Multiple back-to-back winners on the green jacket. I mean, golf really.
Well,
is,
there's only been 4 back-to-back winners on the green jacket. Well, no. Yeah, 4 that have won back-to-back in the history. I mean, this turn's been a...
DUIs.
Yeah. He might be triple by now,
Boston
huh?
Tiger. Yeah.
Hey, put respect on that man's name. He changed that sport, but he's still
5 times.
He definitely did.
Gold
I'm gonna need
green
you to put
jacket
the
winner.
bottle down, though.
Exactly.
Oh,
Greatest
it's
to ever do it.
prescription now. Right?
Yeah,
still-
it's still a
Oh,
bottle.
sorry.
Comes in a bottle.
Hey, he is getting valuable help right now over in Europe, wherever the hell he's at, and they're saying he's doing great. So let's see
Good.
what he comes back as. So, but that boy needs to leave the pills alone, or just hire a fucking driver, for God's sake.
Yeah, you make a lot of money, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
could
you
just-
make enough money to get a chauffeur.
Like you could Uber, right? Like you
Yeah.
could just hire
You
your own
make
Uber
that
driver.
person's day. Like I just got to Uber Tiger Woods as he was hammered.
Oh, you
Did
get
you
me
hear
to where
the
I need to go
excuse?
and you don't fuck me up? All right.
You know the
Now I'm gonna
excuse,
call on
right?
you forever.
well, he said he likes his.
They won't pay him to drive that Genesis if he's not the one driving it. Well, now he can't.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Well, he also said that he likes his privacy. Well, obviously, he
Yes.
likes to go to the fucking Waffle House and bang waitresses. So
Yeah.
you're not gonna do that in an
You mean to
Uber.
tell me
Somebody's
you
gonna
can't-
tell on you.
You can't just
Like
get a
father,
one
like
third
mom,
limo.
I guess, yeah.
You can get a one
you
third
get a
limo. Roll
Uber
that fucking
X.
window up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Uber X.
You get a fucking Waymo, okay? Motherfucker, nobody's gonna track you in a fucking Waymo.
Okay. Oh, gee.
There's no fucking driver to tell on you, all right?
Listen, the only way we find you right now is in a ditch. So it's not like you're
That's-
hiding that well, anyways.
Or sideways on the road.
Or somebody's front yard rolled over.
Do you think that they're using his Rex as a test to see how durable and the frame it really is? Like if
The first one
Dude,
with the Genesis,
dude, you're gonna
probably.
fucking
Yeah.
crash this. Go get hammered. Go get doped up.
We'll give you robot legs if you survive.
Yeah.
He was
All
like
right,
on
well-
a back residential road and ended up sideways this last
Yeah,
week.
dude.
Yeah.
There was a squirrel.
Yeah.
There was a
There you
squirrel.
All right, well let's use this real quick, Jason. Let's transition in because I know you still got to work tonight.
Well, we gotta talk about NFL. Is there any NFL news?
We don't have enough time. Jason's got to work, bro.
I got to work too, but that's all right.
I'm
There it is.
It's that time of the show. It'll be sweet and short. Here's Tim Sheridan with the 2-12 don't score.
Hell yeah, that always makes me feel
That was-
special.
that was
Makes me
beautiful.
feel special every time. So I mean, that was the most important thing for me to get back because I fucking love talking golf, and it is a majors week. But let's cover the Truist Championship last week. In first place, Wrighton finished this thing out at 1,500. Ricky Fowler this year, I think he's had 3 or 4 top 10 finishes, so he's been kind of on a little bit of a roll. He finished second in this thing, tied with Hogard. And then Alex Fitzpatrick, who just earned his tour card there probably a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, and he's been on a tear also. He finished fourth. Then we had a 3-way tie for fifth with Fleetwood, JJ Spawn, and SJM. Alberg and Hall tied for eighth, and then McCarty, Cam the Hammer Young, and Cantley all tied for 10th. We're looking at the PGA Championship weekend, boys. Any of you guys, I mean, I know we were talking a little bit of golf already. Anybody know or have a pick who's going to win this major this weekend? Or who pays enough attention to golf to even have a
I was
pick?
paying more attention to the other one in the U.S. I was looking at Shinnecock. I was looking at the wrong golf course. I was looking at the wrong tournament.
Oh, okay. All right. So, anyways, we got the PGA Championship this weekend. I'm gonna pick Cam the Hammer Young to walk away from this thing. Got the hammer. It's kind of funny. Like I always explain to people, like, because nobody else calls him Cam the Hammer Young besides us, and it all comes from my wife because sometimes she says he wears pants a little too tight, and she can see the whole outline
Shows
of his
that
horse
bulge.
cock. So she's like, that guy's got a horse cock. And I'm
Hammer.
like, what did Scott say? Eric replaced Tim as Justin Fields. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Fuck off, Scott. He's always got to be capping on me because I'm a Kansas City fan also.
Don't worry. I thought about taking that Mahomes jersey down for this episode, but I didn't.
Yeah, I would have fucking
You wouldn't
don't
even
touch the
notice.
fucking walls, motherfucker. All right, so yeah, I got Cam the Hammer Young winning this weekend in the PGA Championship. I think Scotty's favored to win this thing. Rory's been, he had a little bit of a rough start last week, but that'll be he had a Tim's 2 minutes golf
Just
report.
pulled out with a blister on his foot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Did he pull out? I heard that
Yeah.
he
Yep.
walked. He was hurt during the.
I just got a notification about it a little bit ago.
I know that they were saying something that he stopped his practice round for some foot pain, but a blister he pulled out because of a blister on his foot.
Pulled out because of a blister, which would.
I
Pussy.
Well, you
I guess
gotta
it-
walk.
Yeah.
I think he's. I'm so angry that he won the green jacket this year because just the way he's acted since. I mean, it's like, oh yeah.
So you're saying the green jacket effect changed him?
The second one did.
I think even last year, because last year he right after he won it, we didn't see him again until probably like a month later before he even played another tournament. You know what I mean? He took a shit ton of time off, and then he only really played in the majors or the top end tournaments there that had the big pots, to make money. I mean, obviously he had enough points to still, be top 50. I still think he finished out number 2 in the world last year, even with only playing fucking a handful of tournaments last year. And he's probably right on track for that same number right now. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of young talent coming up right now, like Cam Young. Auberg's having a really good year. JJ Spawn came out of nowhere last year. He's been doing really well still. You still got to watch out for Fleetwood. You still got to watch out for Justin Rose, especially in these majors. Justin Rose, he's eventually going to, win one of these damn things. So, yeah, I mean, it's they got to watch out. And then with the whole thing with Live Golf holding at the end of the year, and then I just saw that the PGA just came out, and I didn't even mention this. They're really, and I think this is all them trying to get Bryson back. Because Bryson's been talking, a lot about how they kind of cut him off on YouTube and shit like that, and he's not allowed to program this. So, according to, they just had a meeting. Now they're allowing players to post footage of 6 broadcast shots per round. YouTube highlights upload increased from 60 to 120 minutes, available 72 hours after events. Players can monetize practice rounds and program content through ad revenue. Players no longer have to transfer ownership of their YouTube channels to the tour, access archive footage, and commercializing on-site tournament footage and broadcast highlights during the events is still restricted. But they're allowing these guys to film for practice rounds and shit like that, monetize them on themselves. And I think this is all them trying to get Bryson back, which I post about this all the time, and everybody always shits on me because I said the PGA needs Bryson. The PGA does need Bryson.
Yes.
I mean, just he's the biggest thing on YouTube, and YouTube golf is turning the entire industry around. It's bringing so many fresh eyes, and it's bringing a lot of the young generation to golf right now. And I can contest with it because I'm on a golf course 4 to 5 days a week right now because my kid's playing, and then I play leagues and everything else. But all these younger guys running out there in good hoodies and good hats and, you know, all this other shit. Like, these guys are bringing a whole new generation of golfers to this, and golf is fucking cool now to play. Like, everybody wants to play golf now.
I played in high school.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, but I mean, back then,
I'm excited to see Dustin Johnson again.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice to have him back too. You know what I mean?
Bryson's the biggest shit talker in the golf. That's why they need him back.
Yeah,
and I was just looking. I was just looking on the list of players for this week's PGA Championship, and he's a surprise invite.
Is it?
Yeah, he's. I don't know if we're gonna get any cameras on him, but
I mean, they'll probably show something, especially if he ends up making it to the top of the leaderboard. You know, and I still think he has enough exemptions from winning majors in the past to keep him going for a while. But I think that's
golf
probably
rank right now, but I'm sure it has everything to do with Liv is 468. So.
Oh yeah, that's good because they don't get world points yet.
Yep.
So they cut down. So unless you finish top 10 in a major, you know what I mean, you're not going to be ranked high. Like Bryson is still ranked high because he's finished out really well on the last handful of majors, except for the Masters here recently where he didn't even make a cut. But I mean, last year he won a major and finished second in another one. So I mean, you always got to keep an eye out for Bryson too. But it'd be cool to get John Rahm back on the the PGA Tour too, because I love watching that guy golf.
Looking at the list, I could see the top 5. My top 5 would probably be Cam Young, Scotty, Bryson, Ludwig Adberg, and Tommy Fleetwood.
Yeah,
you need all of them. You need all of them there.
Yeah. It would be. I think we'd be in for some good golf if those were the matchups we were getting to see at the end of the week.
Yeah, I mean, anything with Fleetwood. Fleetwood's always hot. I mean, you could throw Justin Rose in there. He's always competitive, especially in Augusta, anytime the Masters is going on.
He's getting really close. I was happy to hear Ricky's coming back.
Yeah, so am I.
Man, Ricky's a good dude.
That's my kid's favorite golfer, and he was so bummed out last year because we went to the Rocket in Detroit there, and Ricky didn't make the cut. So, I mean, the cool thing was we got to follow Lanto Griffin around for a little bit, and like he threw my kid a ball and shit like that. Like it was cool as hell. So like my kid was all hooked after that. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Liv. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Bryson. Them making that move, I think that's their push to try to get Bryson back, which fucking internet haters, stop saying the PGA doesn't need him because they do fucking need him, okay? Like, the bottom line, like, he has built and brought so many fresh eyes to the game of golf. They know they need him, and they're going to get him back here eventually, and they're going to pay him a shit ton of money to do it, I guarantee it. So, but other than that...
Daryl Morey is out as president of basketball operations with the 76ers as well.
Ooh. I could see that.
That didn't take long.
And then at 4:30, Rory retired after 3 holes due to blister on the right pinky toe.
On the pinky toe? Come on, you pussy. No, I can get that, dude. Like, it's hard to have to walk.
I pulled my back and won a club championship a few days later. Scratch golfers, I don't care. All right, this guy could go out there, put some tape on that pinky and swing the club.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, what do you think? Stop thinking about your foot, bro. You're playing golf. Yeah. You're playing golf.
For a living.
For a living,
you
bro.
Pussy.
Man.
But anyways, Jason will probably start wrapping this thing out because I know you got to go to work. You guys want to plug your stuff real quick?
Shoot for the moon, Patrick.
Yeah, you can catch us anywhere at Boys with the Heat podcast, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Listen to us talk shit 24/7.
We need to have you guys back on.
Yeah, I'll get back in touch with you guys because I want to do a full show with you guys since I missed this one. So
absolutely, we love doing.
We got a whole bunch of football to talk about too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got
Detroit
some.
Is terrible.
Yeah. Oh come on.
Fuck you.
Come on.
Just give us a date and we'll make it happen. So
all right,
whenever you guys got time for us.
I'll get in touch with you. I got some openings in June. I got all of July open, so I'll get back in touch with you guys after this.
I'm retired, and my kid leaves in 2 weeks for the summer. I got time.
You also do like 4 podcasts too, so don't say you got time.
Well, technically, the lunch hour is on break till July, so I got time.
We
I'm
got
tired,
time.
motherfucker.
We got time.
Time.
I'll stay in touch with that. Program note real quick. Next Tuesday, May 19th at 6 p.m. Eastern, we got Smash Mouth footballers joining us. So look forward to that one. Other than that, Jason, you want to roll it, brother?
And if any of you guys ever want to join on Tuesdays, there's always that link. Click it.
And also check out the official online store of the Sports Reel podcast. It is pfcsportsreel.printify.me for all of the merchandise for this wonderful experience and the real reasons why Tuesdays were invited. There's t-shirts, there's hoodies, there's coffee mugs, there's hats, there's anything under the sun with our names, likenesses, logos, anything of the sort. Head over there for your one-stop shop for all things PFC Sports Reel podcast. And I want to make mention real quick. I wanted to show this because I got a belated birthday gift last night, and I think
Happy birthday.
you guys would appreciate this. From my colleague over at the Fatal Four-Way. That is
Oh, nice.
That's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
sick. I
Detroit
like that.
Tigers WWE Championship
Oh,
belt.
man. I was really hoping to see Obafemi with Danhausen. I get it. But man, that would have been so awesome.
You're an idiot.
Oba.
Oberhausen.
Yeah, Oberhausen. That's what I'm saying, player. Can you imagine him coming out with
don't
some like, kind
entertain
of
this.
crazy face paint with him and that would have been awesome.
He needs to dye his beard soon.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming. All right. We appreciate everybody that tuned in with us live tonight and those who will watch or listen to us on demand on the RSS feed. Boys with the heat, we certainly appreciate you being a part of the show, and we will see you guys next week right here on the Sports Reel podcast live on the PFC Entertainment Network.